Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Ultra League and let's see if we can get some wins. So we're going to be trying out the Shadow Feraligatr with the Virizion and the Clefable in the back. Here we have a decent lead here. They are going to be able to reach a Super Effective Thunder Punch. We do survive, we're going to let it go. They switch out into their Wall Rain. We're going to go to our Clefable here. We're going to fire off this Moon Blast, doing some good neutral damage. They are going to throw a move. Icicle Spear does get used, and we are going to be able to survive that. Our opponent does get to another move here. We're going to let it go, ends up being another Icicle Spear, and now we're just going to force out either a shield or the KO. They decide to let it go. We're going to combo play here into the Feraligatr. We know this Typhlosion is trying to get an energy advantage. We are going to, what is this in the back? Okay, their own Feraligatr in the back. This Feraligatr here is going to have to get through our 2-shield Virizion. We are going to shield the first one here. They do have energy for Ice Beam. There's the Ice Beam. We're going to overfarm energy here and throw this Leaf Blade right before they get to a potential Hydro. And now we see the Typhlosion here. So Typhlosion is going to be interesting. We're going to get the shield. We're going to shield here because we need to get to a lot of moves. Looks like our opponent does need maybe one more Incinerate. Oh, the Incinerate does get the farm down and unable to win this game. Wow. The Typhlosion surviving with a sliver of health was very good. Good plays by my opponent. Unable to beat that Typhlosion. The Typhlosion was a huge problem for our team. Alright, here we go. We got the Feraligatr versus a Licky. Unfortunately, not the best matchup. We're going to switch out into the Clefable, and we get hard countered here. This is not going to be flippable. The opponent does run the Acid Spray version, so they're just going to Acid Spray and then farm us down. We're going to throw this Moon Blaster's potential debuff. Nope. So this is not a great situation for us. We're going to tank this move, ends up being the Scald. We avoid the debuff, which is great. We're going to fire off this Hydro Cannon here. Does this KO? Yes, it does. So we're going to match the Virizion. Okay, and then they have another counter to the Virizion. So we just got absolutely hard countered here every step of the way. The Clefable, knowing Swift here, is just going to be able to spam much faster. Let's see if we're going to be able to switch out of this scenario, and maybe we can possibly get a little bit of energy advantage with the Feraligatr. Maybe, let's see. We throw the back-to-back Leaf Blades here, trying to get this Clefable low enough. We try to switch, but unfortunately they are going to be able to snipe our energy. The Clefable ends up having double Swift, so this is going to take out our Virizion, and now we have the Feraligatr versus the Licky, and this is not a great situation for us. This is really healthy. Ultra League Licky is very tanky, as you can see right there. They're going to be able to reach a Shadow Ball and KO. So nice play by our opponent. We're going to switch up the team a little bit here and use the Nidoqueen instead of the Clefable in this situation. We need something a little bit more of a generalist that doesn't get super hard walled. So we're going to go for the Nidoqueen. We got the Feraligatr versus the Drapion here. Drapion is going to be able to stay in because they are resisting the Shadow Claws. However, we do win the CFP tie and we get debuff, unfortunately. We're going to allow this one to go through. Aqua Tail does get revealed. It is not enough for the KO, so that allows us to get to this Hydro Cannon here. It does take out the Drapion, so that's really good. Feraligatr does reveal itself for a minute, but we do have the Leaf Blade to throw back at this Flogis. We know that this is going to be a fairy move, so we're just going to allow it to go through. They do get an extra farm, so we were hoping that they get the full KO. And then we're going to come back in here with the Nidoqueen to get a huge farm down. We need the absolute maximum energy because we know that we resist these moves, and then we see the Feraligatr still lurking in the back. Firing off the Poison Fang off immediately so that we can get the debuff. And then our opponent is trying to get to double Hydro Cannons. We're going to fire off this Poison Fang. It's definitely going to get the shield. Our opponent does finally get to double Hydro Cannons. We're going to shield the first one, and then we're going to be able to get to another Poison Fang. This is triple debuff at this point. Are we going to be able to get it armed down? Okay, they actually throw a move which allows us to get an extra poison jab in, and we are going to be able to win that game. So GG Star Opponent able to win that game with the 2 shield Nidoqueen, and that is the power of the Nidoqueen with a little bit of energy advantage, but more importantly, it's a decent generalist. Here we got a terrible matchup here, so we're going to switch out into the Nidoqueen. They're staying in for now, so anticipating this being Trailblaze. Yeah, there's a Trailblaze, but then they're going to switch out. Alright, obviously this is a terrible situation, but we're going to be able to throw this Earth Power, no debuff, trying to get into farm down range, and we might be able to, depending on what moveset they're running. Earth Power does get revealed, so we're going to be able to resist this move here. They are going to go and try to get the debuff, but we get a bunch of energy on the Virizion, and then we're going to switch out into the Feraligatr. We counter swap. They counter swap into their Ampharos, so we're going to go ahead and shield most of the moves that they're throwing. Let's see what they do here. We're going to be able to get to another Hydro. This is going to get the shield, or it's going to get the kill. So we take out the Ampharos. Down goes the Ampharos. We know the Gastrodon is relatively low health, and now we're in a good spot. So they had double waters in the back. Go for this Hydro Cannon to get it in range of this Leaf Blade. This is going to get the shield, and then our opponent here is going to have to think about taking another Leaf Blade. Down goes the Feraligatr, and now we're going to be able to win this game because the Virizion is able to get to another Leaf Blade for the KO. So GG Star Opponent, interesting Ultra League Gastrodon. I haven't seen that often. Not sure if it's going to be good, but we were able to wiggle out of that situation. Double waters in the back. Did not want to see that Virizion. All right, let's see. Next game, we got the Auroras. Okay, pretty decent lead here. They switch out into the Drapion. Drapion here is going to be interesting to deal with. We don't necessarily have a good counter to this. I guess this is where the Gastrodons are coming in clutch. But we're going to stay in because we want this Feraligatr to kind of go crazy. We need it to take out this Drapion. We know that we can take out this Drapion. Here we're going to have to tank the Crunch. Crunch does get no debuff, so we're going to go into the Virizion. Virizion here has to think about letting this go, and we do let the Crunch go. So that's really key because I believe potentially it could have been Sludge Bomb, but looks like they might have baited, or they're running Aqua Tail. Here we're going to see what moveset they're going to be running. Stone Edge, so we know that they do not have Sacred Sword, so we're going to switch out here into the Nido. It looks like they have the Leaf Blade version, so we do get them to switch back out into their Auroras, and we do get the debuff, and that is huge because now we're going to be able to potentially do a lot of double kick damage, double super effective, and even more effective because of the debuff, and we are able to farm down and take out the Drapion. So GG Star Opponent able to win that game with the Virizion at the end. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.